very best cheats steal without the casino ever knowing. Under the watchful eye of surveillance, Dustin Marks spent 4 years deceiving the casinos. He knew that if the customers couldn't see sleight of hand trickery right in front of them, what chance would the cameras have?
My father took me to see a family friend who also was an amateur magician when I was 7 years old, and just watching him manipulate the cards, to me, a little 7-year-old kid, looked like real magic, and that sparked my interest. As I learned more from the magicians here in Las Vegas, and I got more interested in gambling, especially blackjack, I eventually decided that sleight of hand methods at the blackjack table would be much more lucrative if I was willing to take the risk, which I was.
And so Dustin's next move was to enroll in a dealing school.
One of the reasons I got into dealing is I wanted to learn more about the game of blackjack. I could go through the motions of dealing and seeing which procedures I could alter without creating any suspicion or heat. A typical night when I was dealing, I would have my agent come in. He or she would sit at a particular spot. Of course, we pretended like we didn't know each other. And then we would start doing the moves.
Dustin has agreed to show us a couple of moves from his cheating days.
The first one's called the flash. Flashing is secretly showing the top card of the deck to my agent, who would sit here at first base. So I go ahead and deal the cards normally. Now, as I take my whole card, I secretly flash the top card of the deck to my agent here at first base. If the card helps my agent, he takes the card. If it doesn't help him, he will tuck his cards, and then I'll deal the rest of the hand normally. This gives my agent a huge advantage.
Seeing the cards before the game can increase the chances of playing a winning hand by more than 50%. But sometimes Dustin could actually deal perfect cards straight into his agent's hand.
The next cheating move I'm going to show you is called stacking the deck. Stacking the deck is controlling 2 key cards into your agent's hand. In this example here, I have an ace and a jack. Now this is the last round before a dealer would shuffle the cards. So I'm going to pick up the cards in normal dealing procedure. They go into the discard tray, and now I begin a normal shuffle, though I am controlling a small slug of cards as I shuffle. I do 2 riffle shuffles, and then a strip, a riffle, and a final shuffle. Now I do have to mark where my agent needs to cut the deck. He goes ahead and cuts the deck. I do a normal cut, burn the top card of the deck, normal dealing procedures, and now deal the cards out. And my agent receives the blackjack.
Now, I didn't do this every time because it's so strong you don't need to do it every time. But between flashing and stacking the deck, out of hundreds and hundreds of plays, we never had a losing session.
One of the reasons Dustin was never caught was that he didn't fall into the usual trap of boasting about his cheating.
I was kind of quiet, just one of those guys came in, dealt, and left. No reason for a boss to really give me any kind of second look.
Having made his stash, what's Dustin's attitude towards the casinos now?
I haven't really walked in a casino in over 10 years. Gambling itself, I find very boring. If you don't have an edge, then, why gamble? Why give your money to people who, could care less about you?